Hello and welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, and in this episode we are going to talk about a small special app which really only a few of us will use, but I think it's a nice one and I wanted to show it to you. Just to let you know, it's not a native SailfishOS app in this case. It's at the moment a F-Droid app, meaning an APK, but F-Droid means it's FOSS, so free and open source software. And like that, it's probably a good thing to use it, and it has a higher privacy respecting philosophy behind it, okay? So in the end, what this app can do, it can more or less get rid of unused, or just very old media data which was saved by WhatsApp in this case. So I highly discourage you to use WhatsApp, but if you have to, sometimes you just have to. I have to have WhatsApp installed too, because a couple of very stubborn people, or whatever you want to call that, are still using WhatsApp in my surroundings, and like that, if I want to talk to them, I have to use WhatsApp in this case. And of course, with SailfishOS, you can do that if you get the Android app support. And like that, it's pretty easy to use WhatsApp in a full functional way, but a little bit more privacy focused, because of course WhatsApp can't, for instance, access the contacts on your smartphone and stuff like that if you not allow it to get that or share them over, more or less, because of course it's containerized by being in the Android app system there anyway, and SailfishOS can more or less prevent that, or by default in the end, it's prevented that the data is given to the Android operation system down below, more or less. It's more complicated than that, but let's leave it like that. You can talk a lot about all this, how that is functional and stuff like that. But if you want to talk about that, there are other media sources which give you more information about that. And if you really need more information, let me know. I'm going to give you some in the comments then. Anyway, what this app can do in the end is more or less, it's going to get rid of unused data, media data, whatever, by WhatsApp, because WhatsApp, if you're using it for a longer time with voice messages, probably with videos you're sending, maybe you have some kind of status updates and stuff like that that are going on for a lot of different people. A lot of data can be saved on your smartphone. And of course, sometimes in the future, you might want to have more of that saving capabilities, and like that, you will have to get rid of that. There are a couple of different ways to do that, but this one is a pretty easy, pretty nicely done app that will help you with that, and I want to show you that one. Okay, so let's have a look at how to get that and what to do with that. First off, I'm going to use, of course, my mighty Sony Xperia 10 Mark III in this case to show you everything on the big screen. As you can see, the smartphone shows the same image like the big screen will, with a little bit of delay maybe and a little bit of stuttering and stuff, but that's not about the smartphone, it's about the communication between those two devices, okay? And in the end, where to get this from? First off, you will have to get F-Droid to get this app, of course. So how do you do that? If you really didn't install it till now, I have it installed already, then you can go to the Jolla store, which is pre-installed, of course, and in the Jolla store you can get F-Droid by itself. If you want to go that route, totally fine, will work, and get F-Droid then. If you click on F-Droid after that, you can see you have, more or less like any other app store, it's going to show you different kinds of apps and stuff like that. And there is this little icon here for searching. If you click on that one, then you can, at the top here, click into that and search for whatever you want to. And as you can see, you can just have to start with it. Very interesting. If you hit the T and maybe a couple of other after that, it might even no longer find this. So just start typing, and if you see it, it's fine. There it is, WhatsApp Cleaner. If I click on that one, then you will get a couple of different informations about this app, and with a couple of screenshots about the app, how you want to install it, stuff like that. So you can, of course, if you didn't install it till now, this button would be named Install. At the moment, it's called Open in German, of course. And if you click on that one, I will open the app in the end on the smartphone. But of course, if you didn't install it till now, you have just to click on that one, and he's going to guide you through the process. After that, or better to say before you click on that, more important, before you click on that, have a look at what is written at this part in the F-Droid App Store, because for all the different apps you're going to get here, they are going to tell you if this app really is more or less FOSS and if it's really what you want to download because of privacy reasons or whatever is used there, okay? So in the end, what you already can see there is some kind of an alert sign there, and it's going to tell you, hey, this app is using stuff that maybe isn't allowed or maybe isn't wished for, let's say it like that. Not allowed, it's allowed, but not wished for. If you click on the Read More button and scroll down a little, then you can see what's going on with this app. And what's going on is more or less this app is more or less depending on another app, which is not FOSS. Okay, sounds a little bit strange, but what is happening here, WhatsApp, in the end, is not FOSS. It's by Meta or Facebook or whatever you want to call that. And in the end, Meta is more or less not giving WhatsApp out for free in an open source way or whatever. They have a proprietary one and it's closed source, and like that they have to install that. And yeah, it's more or less what to expect if you're downloading something that is called a WhatsApp cleaner, right? So probably this file is fine. All the apps have these informations down below in the F-Droid store, so have a look at that. If you download something from there, it's really helping and giving you a good overall impression about what this app will do and why it's doing that and stuff like that. So just be a little bit cautious, but in the end, F-Droid apps are often very well maintained and very well written in a FOSS way, so you don't have much to fear here in the end. Okay, after that, if you installed it, it's going to show up more or less like anything else on the app drawer here. And as you can see, it has just another icon, WhatsApp Cleaner. You can open it from there. You're not going to see much about it, so it's more or less all the same for native app, for apps from, I don't know, Aurora Store or whatever, from, of course, F-Droid. All of those are more or less shown in a very similar way. Maybe the icon is a little bit different, so in some situations you find something like this, there's this design language in the end. So you have this kind of shape and there is a color on it, maybe some kind of a gradient or whatever on there, depends on the app. But in the end, that is very likely from SFOS in the end, so SailfishOS. Native apps, but it doesn't have to. There can be stuff that is altering that and stuff like that. So just have a look at it. But in the end, it's very well included. If I click on WhatsApp now or WhatsApp Cleaner now, you can see I straight go into this because I already gave it permissions. In the end, if you are starting this app for the first time, he's going to ask you for 2 permissions. The first one will be, hey, I need to access the data on your smartphone to do stuff, so could you give me that? Very important, this is all in the application and in the AAS, okay? So we are talking about Android app support, which is containerized. This means that everything that this app can access is in the Android world. It's not in the SFOS or in the SailfishOS world or the Linux world. It's everything only in there. So in the end, no matter what he's going to try, he's not going to get your SailfishOS data, where you should have all your contacts and stuff like that in there, and not in the Android one. If that is the case, you're totally fine with this kind of privacy concerns there, okay? So you can just give that access. After that, I think he's going to ask you for the installation folder, more or less. So where should he watch out for different kinds of stuff? And here you go. This is more or less mine. It's a very seldomly used WhatsApp client. So in the end, I have a couple of images, videos maybe, and really not much more. In the end, even those are, for instance, if I click on documents, you won't see much because there's some kind of a hidden folder in there too by WhatsApp. And so in the end, most of the stuff you see here is really from that. I'm using it very, very rarely, but some people who really use it daily, whatever, or even more often might have a pretty big amount of data in here, okay? At the top you can see how much data WhatsApp is occupying at the moment on your device, or better to say the media data of WhatsApp. And like that you can already see if you want to do something or not. Now, if you want to have a look at one of the folders here, let's have a look at images. I'm going to probably have to blur something out here, but just to show you what's going on, you can see you will have this kind of information about the total amount of images in your WhatsApp folder, more or less, or which are saved by WhatsApp. And as you can see, that is shown up there. And down below you have the option to go between received, sent and private. Okay, so received, of course, everything that was sent to you. Sent, of course, everything that you have sent to somebody else. And private, I'm not even sure what that is. I think from private chats or something, I'm not sure. In the end, just all these folders are there. If you want to have a look at them, have a look at them. If not, just leave it alone. In the end, if you now want to delete something, you are presented with the information you are going to delete, which is a great thing in this case. And if you, for instance, want to delete one of the icons here or one of the pictures, you just have to click on it like this one, and you can already see it's now selected, and you have this new button down below. The option will give you, of course, the opportunity to delete everything. If you click on that, you're going to be asked, would you really like to do that? Yes, I want to. If I want to, I'm just going to delete it. And yeah, in the end, if it's large enough, you're going to see it already now in the image up there, or in the this one there, whatever, the circle. You will see it there already. Otherwise, if it's not large enough, of course, you're not going to see it. Anyway, as you can see, there was an update up there too. If you have a look at there, I think there was 71 or something, now it's 67. So we deleted some kind of stuff. And yeah, as you can see, in a very, very user-friendly way, you can see everything that is going on here. So stickers, profile photos, GIFs, stuff like that, status, video voice calls and voice messages and stuff like that. All of that can be seen here. And he's going to give you the option to really, really easily get rid of them, delete them, and work on if you want to. And this is more or less all this app does. So only for WhatsApp and stuff like that. Just to let you know, if you want to do that in a more manual way, you can, because SailfishOS, of course, is a Linux system, and you can, for instance, attach to this with a console or whatever, and delete all these files by yourself. But if you want to have it done by an app with a very simple and easy to use graphical user interface, then this app might be something for you. If you have any kind of questions, comments, whatever about this whole topic, please give me a hint, write it down below into the commentary section, and we are going to talk about all this. Other than that, just to let you know, if you're still using WhatsApp, I highly recommend you to go to one of the more European-based services. Something like Streamer, for instance, is pretty much what I would recommend you. Maybe Signal is another one which can be fine. And all the other ones are probably not the most privacy-friendly, but you decide, okay? It's not my decision for you to do that. I highly recommend you to go to Streamer, for instance, or go to Signal if you want to use a more privacy-friendly, maybe even European-based one. Signal is not European-based, but more widely available in other countries. Streamer, for instance, is for Europe, probably one of the best solutions you can use. Yeah, and that's more or less all I have to say in this episode. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, have a great time, have a great day. We will see us in the next episode again, hopefully. And other than that, thanks for watching, see you around, and bye-bye!